evocative morning, but the Antrim coast. We're here this morning to find out about the Glens of Antrim Storytelling Festival, which is taking place, well, online this year, like a lot of other things. I'm Justin Macartney. Here's Liz Weir. Liz, the Glens of Antrim has a long heritage of storytelling.
It has indeed. I think we're very lucky to live in a place with such a rich history and so much folklore and stories of the fairies.
Now, this year the Glens Storytelling Festival takes place from Thursday the 1st to Sunday the 4th of October. What have you got lined up this year? Because it's all online.
It's all online. For the last 8 years, Antrim Glens Tourism has run the festival, but obviously due to COVID restrictions, we want to keep everybody safe. So we're doing a virtual festival with lots of different events, starting on Thursday the 1st with what's called a story swap. That's going to be a live event via Zoom. And I think we've about 60 people signed up for that already. So local storytellers are going to be featuring all weekend. Normally we bring in guests from different places. So on Thursday night, the people we would have had here are going to share a story as part of that event. So at least they're not missing out on it totally.
What's the standout participant this year? Because you get people from all over the world. Electronically, it's easier to do in many ways.
Well, it is, though. We're giving pride of place to the storyteller, the local storytellers, many of whom have done the Open College Network Level 2 storytelling training course. So it's lovely to give them their moment of fame. We have Maria Watton, who's coming from Staffordshire. We have Dougie Mackay from Scotland, Kate Corkery, who's a Cork-born storyteller who lives in London, and they are going to come in virtually just for a session on Thursday night. But over the weekend, the highlight, I think, of this festival has been that we're going out on location, filming stories in some of the beautiful places in the Causeway Coast and Glens. We're very, very grateful to Mid and East Antrim Council and the Causeway Coast and Glens Heritage Trust and the Honourable the Irish Society who are helping fund this festival. And we want to show off this area in the hope that in 2021 people will come back and go and visit the locations where they see the stories being told.
Did you get the weather for it? Because it's already in the can. The weather's starting to turn now. Really.
I have to tell you, we recorded on Sunday a couple of weeks ago. We went to Fairhead, thanks to the McBride family, and the weather was stunning. A beautiful morning to look out over the Sea of Moyle and Rathlin Island. We then came round to Glendun, where we filmed in St Patrick's Churchyard a wonderful story of the Full Stone. We filmed at the gorgeous Glendun Viaduct, and then we went on. One of our storytellers is telling in Ballygally Castle Ghost Room. What a place to tell a story. The true story of Lady Isabella, that was a good one. And then we went to Glenarm Forest, and we also then ended up at a beautiful Hillmount House where we actually recorded a concert that's going to go out on Friday night at 8 o'clock. So there's lots and lots of things to watch.
So full details of the Storytelling Festival and the link where you can watch live are all below us here on our stream. Now, what can you say, where do you take it from here? Are you going to come back next year with something all singing, all dancing that tops it all off?
Well, we hope to. The one thing about doing it virtually, our friends from all over the world who couldn't actually come here get to see it. Certainly I was involved with the Cape Clear Storytelling Festival, and had thousands and thousands of views from all around the world, and all these people want to come to Ireland as soon as it's safe. So because Antrim Glens Tourism's function is to promote our area, I think next year we probably will do some filming leading up to the real event so that people are attracted to come to this place. I mean, what more beautiful a place to tell a story than sitting up in Fairhead telling the Rathlin fairy tale, or sitting in the actual ghost room telling the story of the Ballygally ghost, Lady Isabella.
You must have come across new stories because you've been doing this storytelling malarkey for a long, long time now.
Yes.
Any new stories come out that you've never heard before? There's bound to be a new one comes up every so often.
Well, we're very lucky. One of our feature storytellers, Colin Irwin, actually creates his own stories. And if you heard them, you would imagine these were old stories, but he's crafted them. He's a fantastic one. He's going to be telling on Saturday afternoon at 3 o'clock. We're going to have a live stream. And he's going to tell a story about a lighthouse. And because we're filming here very close to Blackhead Lighthouse, it's a terrific story. So there's always new stories. Stephen O'Hara's working on a story about wakes and the wake customs. So there's many stories as there are people to tell them.
Now, if people are tucked up in their bed at home on the internet at night, and they maybe are watching it on a dark night or watching it in a time zone where it's dark, are they going to be scared out of their wits with these stories, or are a lot of them nice stories that you could let children watch?
They're very, the festival's mostly, this virtual festival, aimed at an adult audience. There's nothing sort of offensive about it. There's a couple of stories about the devil, but mostly people tricking the devil. And I think then the ghost story obviously is as spooky as you want it to be, but local people can go to Ballygally Castle Hotel and see the ghost room, so that's a wonderful thing. We keep connected to our audience. And you know, we're using, I mean, they say you can't teach an old dog new tricks, but I mean, I used to zoom around the world, now I'm zooming from my living room. So we're hoping to use social media to a great extent to promote the word. And you know, one of the nicest things is that we're getting greetings in from all around the world, from people who've been to the festival. We've had from Australia, from Germany, from Cork, from New York, from Arizona. And that shows just the impact that it's made, not just to our local community, but also to the people coming from all around the world to attend.
And this isn't the first time that a big issue, the Great Hunger, adversely affected the Glens of Antrim. If you got through that, you'll get through this.
We're very resilient people. You know, I'm only a blow in. I can't say I'm from there. I've only been there 20 years. They say you have to have both sets of grandparents buried there before you're from the Glens. But I have to say, the people are very resilient. We've got this beautiful, beautiful scenery. And what most people are talking about in their greetings is the friendly warmth and welcome. I mean, Stephen O'Hara, one of the storytellers, he actually has a cafe in Cushendall where he tells stories, Ireland's only storytelling cafe to our knowledge. We've got Karen Irwin, who's based in Carnlough, but she's had to record her stories in Donegal and OE Island where she's shielding. But we can do this. Janice Weatherspoon, we took her to Whitehead Railway Museum last weekend, beautiful day, and her grandfather, William Weatherspoon, was actually a steam engine driver. So we couldn't get any more perfect than for her to tell the story of him beside a steam engine that was running.
Excellent stuff, Liz Weir, MBE. The Glens Storytelling Festival, Thursday the 1st to Sunday the 4th of October 2020. Go to the website and you'll find out all the details how to get involved. Thank you very much.
Thank you.